It's Nicetown Sah. You are now tuning in to Philly F.A.M.E TV. Let's get it.
Yeah. Philly F.A.M.E. Philly F.A.M.E. Alright, Nicetown Sah, man. First and foremost, man. How are you, good brother? You know what I mean? How everything? I mean, under the circumstances, obviously, you know, we just lost. The city took a crazy loss with LGP Qua. I mean, RIP Qua. They just had the, you know, the balloon release and all of that. I mean,
Where's that you? Rest in peace to my fucking baby. On the count of 3, we gonna let these balloons go for you. Wait, who I got? Here. 1, 2. When we let these balloons go, we gonna say we love you, what? 1, 2, 3. We love you,
I mean, so you know that happened on Mother's Day. It ain't even been a week yet. So you know what? Under the circumstances, how are you doing, good brother?
Shit, man, I'm holding in there. I ain't gonna lie. That shit hurt me, but you know, I mean, still gotta do what you gotta do as far as life.
Right. And it's still fresh, like I said. I mean, it ain't even been a week yet. I mean, but you know, when the situation happened, for give people a little backstory. I mean, you know, some years ago, I don't remember exactly what year it was. I mean, what year was it when Quad did that first freestyle that went viral, that first joint that popped up? Was that 2018?
That probably was like 2017.
2017?
Like the end of 2017.
Whenever you quicked it up, you know, I was one of the blogs that posted it, obviously. You know what I mean? We had some motion in the city at the time, you know, so we threw it up and it went crazy on our page. Then a lot of other people start throwing it, went crazy, you know what I mean? So shortly after that, you know, I seen, you know, obviously you was with Qua, seen a couple of videos and all that. Then I seen you start doing your thing, you know, on a rap side, and I threw a couple of your videos up.
Right.
So we had a little rapport from that time, know what I mean? So fast forward, when this happened, I mean, you reached out, let me know, like, I mean, about the situation, and you wanted to come speak on it pretty much. So,
sure.
So to give people a little bit of backstory with you and Qua, like, give people like that, I mean, how y'all met, I mean, what year was that, how old was y'all, and I mean, how y'all, you know, linked up and all that. I'm
gonna say, like, we met probably like, we probably met like 2009, like 2011. Yeah, like 2010. I don't know, but you know, we met down north through folks from Nicetown, like they was already folks, so we just came around each other once we start being down north, like Dirty Block and all that shit. Then after that, it was just like every day, you know, niggas. I don't really want to speak on a lot of all that, but like, you know, niggas was coming together, just doing shit, trying to get money, shit like that.
Alright.
I mean,
so was he rapping at the time when you met him? Was he already rapping? Was you already rapping?
I was already rapping, but he wasn't really rapping. He wasn't around that time. No, he wasn't really rapping for real.
Alright. So what kind of, at the time that you met him, what kind of person was he at that time?
He was the same nigga. He was the same how he was now. Like, he was like he was more outgoing, like more outspoken. He used to say, like, he talked. Me, I'm like more like a little standoffish, but he more like outgoing. But like, he was like the same way how he was when he had got it, how he was before. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
right. So you said he wasn't really rapping at the time, but you kind of was.
Yeah, I was. So basically, he came home. He came home from He came home like 2016, 2015. I don't know. Whenever he came home, but
how long was he away for?
He was out. He was booked for like 2 years. Okay. So he came home and he like, yo, bro, I rap. So I'm like, bro, you lying, bro. You fried. He like, nah, for real, bro. So he like, let's do a song. So I'm like, all right, come on. He like, pick the beat. So we pick New Level. We picked New Level. So he like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm on the New Level.
Yeah, that John. Yeah. He like, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm run this John. I never heard him rap though. I never heard him rap.
So he basically started rapping in jail, and he came home like, yo, let's go to the studio, let's do a song. And you ain't even hear, hear what he got.
Yeah, I never heard him rap. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go to the studio. We walked to the studio. Matter of fact, this is around the time we was going to Nightmare. That was like on Broad and Godfrey. We walked down.
Oh yeah, shout out to Nightmare. That's full. Shout out to Nightmare. That's my food.
So we walked down there. And we get in that joint. I think he went first. Yeah, he went first. He went the first verse. I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, bro, you ran that shit. So I had to pop my shit in that drum. But that's when I found out he was like rapping for real. I don't know if he was rapping before that, but I never, when we first met, he never rapped. Like, he was always into music though, like always rapping other people's shit. You know how, like, you know, niggas like music or love music, but
right.
I ain't never heard him rap his own shit.
Alright, so his first rap that you heard, you felt like he had it the first joint that you heard.
Yeah, like, it sounded like he was doing it already, but he just ain't telling nobody. Got
you. Alright, so fast forward a little bit. Like I said, go back to the freestyle joint, because the first joint he did where everybody in the background, all that joint went up crazy. So how was it from your perspective, like seeing that go up and then seeing all the stuff that followed up after that? How his buzz and his light, and I mean everything went up after that.
Yeah, I feel like that shit came. That shit came unexpectedly. Like, I feel like that shit motivated me to get on my shit. Like, so like, once he started doing Instagram, you know, around that time nobody wasn't recording themselves on Instagram. No, that wasn't really a thing.
Right.
I'd get that to him, like, that wasn't really a thing. So at that time it was just like, damn, fuck it, like, I'm about to go hard with that shit too.
Especially the way he did it, because he did it on some, like, it bring it back to like the DVD era type, with all the young boys, all his whole squad in the background behind him. Yeah. That's how niggas used to do it, like, back in the day.
Right.
And people wasn't really doing that like that no more. And he kind of like bring that energy back. And he was like rapping on old beats, and I mean his whole message. So he touched a whole lot of demographics the way he did it. I mean, so that was definitely heavy. So to see him, I mean, progress the way he did was crazy.
Right.
So then, you know, some label stuff started coming. I don't know the specifics behind it, but I know he's around a lot of celebrities. A lot of people was talking. So I know you personally, you told me like you was in and out of jail at the time.
Yeah.
So I know you might have not been around, you know, through everything. But as far as the stuff that you do know, speak on that. Like, far as him elevating, getting around all these different celebrities, people showing him love. Like, how was that from your perspective?
Yeah, that shit was motivation. Like, I remember the one time, that was like, what, 2018? When we was in the crib and shit, and DJ Khaled followed him and shit. He like, yo, DJ Khaled followed me and shit. I'm like, damn, for real? So we like, damn, we like, bro, text him. We like, I don't know what we gonna do, whatever. But he wound up reaching out and shit. DJ Khaled wound up reaching out to him and just saying, like, acknowledging him as far as like what he doing and shit. And that shit, like, damn, bro, that shit crazy. Like, and especially like where we was, it was just like, damn, it's crazy seeing somebody that you know, like, really come up with, like, just like, damn, that shit, like, motivation for real.
That's crazy. You remember what year that was?
That probably was like 2018 when all this, like, I think this is when around the time, like, when Meek started, like, when Meek posting, or when people like that was like start posting for real.
Right. So yeah, he had a nice little run as far as like, it was like a snowball effect. I seen him on all type of stuff. He was in, I don't know, I forget what sneaker store. I don't know if it was the Snipes or one of them. He's doing some type of, I don't know what, he did something like, he was sponsored on like in a sneaker store on like a poster or something like that. I don't know what company it was for though, but I seen him doing
I think it was Foot Locker.
It might have been Foot Locker. Yeah. So I was like, damn, quiet. I mean, he had a nice little run, and then at some point in time, he kind of like fell back. And like kind of was off the scene for a minute. So I don't know if he was going through like management stuff, because I know he had a manager at some time. So I don't know if he like changed management or what he was in the process of doing. Do you have any idea like what happened? Like, cause he had a nice little wave and then he kind of like fell back for a minute. Like,
as far as when he was like, I don't really know. See, like around that time, I was just like in and out of jail. So it was just like, but I definitely, he had a manager for sure, but I wasn't really too in on like that part. But it might have, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Alright.
Like, I ain't really gonna sit here and say something like, you mean?
Alright, got you. So let's get fast forward to a point like a more recent time, because he still was dropping freestyles here and there. He just wasn't dropping them as frequent as he was before. But when he did drop them, they always, got crazy response and crazy reaction.
Right.
So I don't know if he ever like dropped the official album or nothing. Like, I don't even know if he really even got to that point yet, but he definitely had the potential to. So let's fast forward recent time. I mean, like I said, the unfortunate situation that happened
Right.
on Mother's Day. Where was you when you got the news, and how did you find out?
I was at fucking King's. I was getting wood ice.
It was at the wood ice
I'm at the
joint.
wood ice joint. Like I'm at King's, and I think my girl mom called me. She called me like, "Yo, damn, like, you know what happened? How you feel about that?" I'm like, "Feel about what? Like, what you talking about?" Then she starts saying like the LGP, but I always, when she said it, I'm like, damn, I know she's not about to say his name. So, cause every time somebody say his name, like when they talk to me, they be like, damn, bless your folks, and they never get the LGP right. They always say LG, some shit. So I'm like, damn, I know she's not about to say this nigga. Like, I'm like, damn. She like, damn, how you feel about that? And I'm like, what happened? She's like, no, they saying he died or something. I'm like, what? So that shit just like I don't know, that shit is. It's like as the days go on, and I feel like we lost so many people. It's like, you know, at the minute, it's just like, but as days goes on, like that shit was hitting me. Like that shit ain't hit me right there. I was just like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Then I heard where he was at. It was just like, but as days goes on like that, later on that day, that's when that shit really hit me. Like that shit really hit me. Like, damn, that shit really real. Like shit ain't.
Right. And did you find out right away, like why, like what happened behind it, like why? I mean, did you find out the details? I mean, right away.
No, nobody really. They ain't really. People was saying stuff, but like nobody really ain't have like the actual. People was throwing stuff out there. It was always like the little robbery, whatever. But I ain't really. You know, people just be saying stuff. But when the news finally said it and all that, I'm like, all right, yeah.
Crazy, man, crazy. So in the aftermath of that, you know, you see a big reaction. Like I said, the whole city was, you know, hurt behind it because a lot of people looked at Qua like they seen the positive messages he was putting out and his freestyles and all of that. So a lot of people gravitated towards that and they couldn't believe that happened.
Right.
And then you see like a bunch of people start posting him, like talking about celebrities, he on big blogs and all that. I mean, so what was your perspective seeing that? Like all these different people, these big people acknowledge him, I mean, the way they did.
Nah, that was love. Like I feel like, you know, like, you know, that's just what people do. Like they push you when you go away and all that when you're going. But I feel like that was love though, as far as like the coverage is getting. And like, it wasn't just like you could tell like he really he touched a lot of people, even without music. Like he just was that, like, I ain't gonna lie, like he was that type person like that'd touch you, even outside the music. Like he just was outgoing, like an outgoing, cool person. But yeah, that was love though.
Right. Now let me jump back a little bit because, like I said, when this happened. I ain't talked to you or seen you in a minute, I mean, so I ain't know what was up. You said you've been locked up in and out of jail and all that.
Right.
So when this happened, you reached out to me. So I want to ask you, like, how has this situation changed you up to this point? Like, what has it done to you personally?
So personally, I feel like out of like Nicetown and just like who we grew up with, he was the only one that really like was like going somewhere. So I feel like that shit hurt piece on like his mom, especially because that's her only son. Like,
go listen to her. Yeah, she spoke out about that. I mean,
his mom, and it was like bro, he put in the work for this shit, and for it to just go all like that, like nobody was expecting that. But I feel like, I ain't gonna say this situation changed me, like far as like how I think about like certain stuff going on, but it definitely like made me more woke and shit, like as far as like to keep moving how I'm moving, and just shit is crazy out here. Like shit just motherfucking like on some bullshit.
No, for sure, bro. I understand. Like I said, it's still fresh, so I mean, like, so it's totally understandable how you feeling and how you communicate and how you feel. I mean, so moving forward, like we was talking off camera, I was telling you like, I mean, you gotta get back on your rap. I mean, on the rap type time, and carry the flag for bro as much as you can to keep his name alive and all that, and stay out of what, stay out of the job. I know you've been in and out, but you're still young. I mean, you got a chance to turn things the right way and do what you gotta do. So I mean, we in the studio right now. I mean, so let the people know, you know, take your hand on all that, and let people know what you plan on doing moving forward.
Yeah, so right now, I just dropped the EP called Misunderstood.
Okay, you just dropped the jump. Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
like
on all platforms.
Yeah,
all right, yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, Nicetown Sah called Misunderstood. Got like 8 songs on it, and so right now I'm just planning on hopefully dropping a tape. Like I ain't never dropped a tape, so right now I'm just, you know, I'm about to have a kid, like, you know.
Okay, congrats on that. Yeah, so you definitely gotta stay out the way so you could be around for your seed. You know what I mean, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just taking everything in at one time and trying to manage that shit, but definitely, like, I'm definitely about to start being on some shit, like getting back on shit. Being as though like I'm out here now, like, you know, I ain't booked, not. Damn, I wish I was home so I could move like this, and I ain't know, like I'm out here, so there's like really no excuse for me not to be on shit. So
go ahead, plug your IG handle for people that's want to tap in with you, follow you, check you out, and all that.
Yeah, it's Nicetown Sah at NICETOWN SAH_. I had to slow down because sometimes I'm fucking shit. But yeah, follow me on the gram. And
for sure. Tap in, new project and all that. Is there anything else you want to let the people know? Anything else you want to speak on? I mean, before we get up out of here, man, anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, I just feel like, honestly, bro, I feel like a lot of niggas is following, bro. Niggas following niggas. Niggas following the wrong niggas and doing the wrong shit. It's just like, I feel like niggas gotta get back to the leadership. Like, niggas gotta be their own man. Nobody wanna be their own man. I feel like niggas just gotta tighten up, bro, altogether. Because I don't even want to speak on a lot of certain shit, but it's just like, and I don't even want to get on no Malcolm X shit and all that, but I'm just saying from my perspective, what I seen, like, even in the jails and on the streets, like, this shit fucked up, bro.
Well, in fact, I got you. I got a couple before I let you go out there, because you just reminded me, because we just talking off camera, so I got a couple questions to ask you before I let you go. For one, let's get specific on the city and speak on the city. So you got a bunch of people, you know, out here running around going crazy. City turned up. Right. You know, as far as rappers, you know, we had several rappers, I mean, tragically get killed out here in the last couple years, even before that, but just in the last couple years, it really been crazy.
Right.
So what's your thoughts on what's going on, and why do you think it's going on?
Yeah, so as far as like the beef shit and all that in the city, I feel like it's going on because, you know, beef shit starting from dumb shit. It start from bitches. A lot of this shit don't be over money, but I feel like it be a lot of following shit going on. Like, niggas be following niggas. Nobody want to be their own man. A lot of niggas don't want to stand for nothing. Like, niggas don't want to stand for shit. Far as like, I ain't even talking about no. I'm talking about far as like, if this your man, like that's your man. Niggas want to jump to all that shit. It just be like, where is shit going on? And there's no structure. So it's definitely in the city. So like, yeah, like that's it. Like, I feel like niggas be following. Nobody want to build shit up from me. Like, nobody want to create their own wave. Like, niggas want to paint a picture to somebody else that's doing the wrong shit, that they this type person. When in reality, like, you get booked, niggas ain't doing shit for you, bro. And like, only person gonna be there is your family, for real, if that. So like,
I'm glad you touched on that, because that goes to my next question. like I said, we was talking off camera. You was telling me about you. You know, what I mean, you've been in and out of jail, and you recently, you know, this. You said this is the longest you've been home in a long time, and you've been home almost a year. You know what I mean? So you coming up on a year being home.
Right.
So you was telling me a little bit about your experience in there, and you know, saying like the young boys in there, and mind you, you young yourself, but you a little more mature young guy. You was talking about the guys younger than you. So speak a little bit on that to let the people know, Ben, though you fresh out of there within the last year. So speak on how it was in there when you just came home.
Man, I'm gonna say like that shit. First, that shit like a circus in there. First of all.
And where you was at? What joint you was at?
I was at the F. I was on every jail on State Road.
Okay, alright.
So like, and I went up top, like, but it just like niggas. I feel like a lot of niggas ain't really sit down for real. A lot of niggas ain't really sit down and had time to themselves, like in the cell. Like I really had to sit in 24 hours in the cell for months, like by myself. Like that shit really will make you think a certain way and make you like reflect on certain shit, like a lot of shit. So I feel like a lot of these young boys ain't never really got that, like get to sit down like that in jail, period, to see like niggas really getting life. Niggas really like, yo, like niggas really getting life. Niggas bitches leaving them, bitches fucking, they family. Like it's just like a lot of shit that niggas don't really get to see until it's too late. And then you like, damn bro, I wish I didn't do that shit. And then be a lot of time, a lot of young boys in there, they be getting crashed out. Like they good young boys, but it's who they around. So like it's like who you around. Whoever you around gonna have an influence on you. So like if you put it like, damn, like you a rich nigga, you around a broke nigga, you gonna try to get the nigga to get money with you. But if you're not on that, you gonna leave him where you at. So I feel like that's the same way with the young niggas, like, and niggas that's just influencing them, like, to do dumb shit. Like, I was never one of them, like, to crash no young boys out. Any young nigga knows from Nicetown, like, I don't be on that type shit. Like, I tell you how it is, and what's like, if some respect it, like, some shit be like, yeah, like, I understand, like, you gotta do what you gotta do, like, especially as far as like beef shit, but I just feel like a lot of shit just be like unnecessary. Like niggas just be letting shit go. Letting these young boys do whatever the fuck, like crashing them out. That shit corny.
Oh, shit. Alright, man, I'm glad you spoke on that, man. That's all I got for today. Maybe we'll spend back another time after you do some more work with some music stuff. I mean, and dig more into your story. I know in this joint we really was talking about Qua, because that's fresh and that's what happened. Yeah. And a lot of people, like I said, I heard a lot of people in the city, man. Even people that never met him, never came across. Even me, like I never personally met him, right. But I talked to him in the DM a couple times, showed him some love. We showing him love on the platform, and he appreciated that. Mm-hmm. We was supposed to do an interview, but the manager he had, we just never could align the situation. Oh, yeah. But I always had love and respect for Qua. Always liked what he did. So so this interview was mainly about that. Yeah. But next time we'll circle back and really dig into your story, because you got your own story, your own unique experience that we'll let the people get a whiff of. But in the meantime, between time, we're gonna sign off for now. Philly F.A.M.E TV, Nicetown Sah, RP LGP Qua, man.
Bro, man.
Long live Qua. Yeah.